So today I want to talk to you guys about my hair and kind of like give you guys a little information on Brazilian blowout and about me getting one and blah blah blah. So since March, I got my hair cut really short back in March, and I actually wasn't intending to get it cut that short. She just totally did the opposite of what I wanted her to do, and I specifically told her not to cut it that short, but it was just a really bad haircut, and because of that I've had to straighten out my hair every day because you guys know that my hair is naturally frizzy. If you've seen my Frizzies challenge videos, you know that I try to figure out any kind of way to possibly keep my hair from getting frizzy whenever I dry it or style it or whatever it is. So because my hair is naturally frizzy and kind of wavy-ish, it's really hard for me to have my hair short. It makes it very unmanageable, and so I had to straighten my hair out like every day for 2 months until my hair grew out long enough to where I could kind of like scrunch it up and curl it. So I went to this new salon. I was not going back to that other one. I mean, she totally like jacked my head up. So this salon is like kind of on the outskirts of town, and so I kind of like, I had been on her website and kind of looked around and see what she had on there, but when I got there I went for something totally different than a Brazilian. But when I got there, she was looking at my hair and she was like, I'm going to be honest, your hair looks really damaged. She said you can definitely tell that the ends are just completely fried. And they were. I mean, I knew that. I wasn't going in there thinking, whatever, my hair is fine. No. I knew my hair was fried. There was nothing that I could do about that, you know? And my ends were so terrible. Like, they were all like kinked up, and it didn't even matter how many times I would try to straighten them out. They stayed kinked up because they were fried. You can't straighten out fried hair, like, no matter how hard you try. So we were kind of like discussing my hair and what happened, why my hair looked the way it was, and she had suggested for me to get a Brazilian keratin treatment. And I was like, you know, I've read about it, but kind of tell me about it. And basically a Brazilian keratin treatment is not what most people think it is. Basically it's just kind of like the stuff they put in your hair and you leave it in there for 4 days and then you wash it out. It's not a chemical, it's keratin protein that's naturally in your hair. It's just kind of like you're fusing that protein back in your hair. And the benefits of it is your hair becomes a whole lot shinier, like a billion times shinier if you naturally have dull hair like I do. The ends, the entire hair in itself will be repaired if you're straightening your hair a lot, using a lot of heat products, or if you just naturally kind of have like coarse hair, it'll make it softer and make it really repaired. And the main benefit of the keratin, and the reason why I kind of was wanting to get it, was because it helps to reduce frizz, which I'm not sure how it works with someone who has like extremely super duper like curly frizzy hair. But from the pictures that I have seen, there is people like seriously with hair like out to here. Like it was like, I was like, holy cow, that's some big hair right there. And their hair was just like smooth, straight, shiny. I mean, just the most beautiful hair you've ever seen. So I was like, alright, I think I'm going to do it. So when I got there, she washed my hair. I don't know if she washed it with anything specific or if it was just regular, like, I think they use like Redken or something like that. But she washed my hair, stuck me under a dryer and let it dry. She didn't even brush that out or anything. She just, and you're not really supposed to brush your hair when it's wet anyways. So she stuck me under the dryer, let it dry for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then she pulled me out, brushed it out, finished blow drying kind of like some of the wet spots underneath and stuff. And then she trimmed up my ends because there was no repairing those. They had to be cut off. they were that fried and just terrible. And so once she had pretty much styled my hair, cut off the ends, brushed it out and everything, she went and got the Keratin treatment. And she just like soaked my hair in it. I mean, like, it was soaked. Almost kind of like the amount you would put in your hair if you color it. Like if you're coloring your entire head, it was like soaked in Keratin. So she left me sitting for about 10 minutes and came back, kind of brushed it out a little bit, and then started blow drying my hair. And I was like, oh my god, she's not even like rinsing this stuff out. And like, be prepared. Like, there is no chemical in it, but it's something about it that made my eyes and nose burn. I guess it's just like the fumes, but it was like making my nose burn. Like, I was like, oh my god, like, what is wrong with me? And she was like, sorry if it's making your eyes and nose burn. I'm trying not to let the fumes blow in your face. So I was like, oh, that must have been it. So once it was, it took her like 30 minutes to get it really dry, and then she takes little itty bitty pieces at a time. Like, seriously, like she would take like this much hair and straighten that out. You have to take like itty bitty pieces at a time and straighten every single piece. When I left there, and it's going to be the exact same way if you guys ever go and get this done, you will feel like you just dumped a whole bottle of conditioner in your head and forgot to wash it out. Like, it felt so disgusting. I was like, oh my god. And of course, I can't wash my hair for 4 days because it has to kind of like stay in your hair and like really like soak in it. So some of the do's and don'ts that she gave me, like this little piece of paper with all the do's and don'ts of it. What I'm supposed to do for the first 4 days is wear my hair down at all times. You can't wear it in a ponytail because it'll leave like an indent, and you can't have any indents in your hair because it'll stay like that. Like, after you wash it out, your hair will be like indented. So, and then you use a blow dryer or flat iron if you needed it. You can't get the hair wet for 4 days at all. You can't even like sweat. You can't get like a drop of rain on it. You have to blow it out like immediately. And you can only wear like a silk scarf to like keep your hair out of your face. You can't put your hair behind your ears. You can't use clips, bobby pins, nothing. Your hair has to stay like just like this. And it's annoying because like when your hair feels nasty like that, you want to naturally like get it out of your face, put it in a ponytail or something, and you can't. So you can't wash your hair for 4 days. You had to use a shower cap when you take a shower. Can't put your hair in a ponytail. Do not use hair clips, hair bands, or bobby pins. Do not use your glasses or ears to hold your hair back. Do not use any hair gels, mousse, or spray. You can use anything in your hair. No sweating or exercise, and you avoid pools and oceans altogether. And even after you get it done, you have to still avoid going to a pool because it'll strip that keratin right out of your hair. And then once you get the Brazilian keratin done, you can't use any shampoos with sodium chloride in it, which actually it's sulfate. It's supposed to be sulfate free, but they put sodium chloride. The Brazilian is not 100% permanent. It's not like the Japanese style where they like straighten out your hair and your hair stays permanently straightened, like, and then months later when your hair starts growing out, it's like this half is like frizzy and the rest of it's like super straight. It's not like that. It's almost like hair color. When you color your hair, how it eventually kind of like wears out of your hair. Like when you first color your hair, it's like super colorful and the color is like very vibrant, but after a while of washing it, it's like the color kind of like fades out a little bit, but it's still there. That's how this is. When my hair grows out, I mean, yeah, this isn't going to be like the rest of my hair, but by the time my hair does grow out, it'll be worn out. The average price is about $250 to $500. Honestly, I wouldn't pay more than $350 because I think they're way overcharged. But if you live in a big city, you may end up paying that much. I only ended up paying $2.50, and of course I tipped her $20 because she did such an amazing job. But I think for the most part, the typical salon will charge $250 to $300, and then every extra 5 ounces they have to use on your hair, say if it's thick or really long, they'll charge you an extra $25 for each 5 ounces. So, depending if your hair is really long or thick, you may have to have more, which may be more money, but you know, I can't judge what it's going to be like in your city or town because every location's different. So I'll show you the shampoo and conditioner that she gave me to use, and it's a lot of stuff. So this, as you can see, it says sulfate free, and it's Marcia Tiexaria. I don't know how to pronounce that, but this is for color treated hair because mine is naturally not this color. And it's just a keratin shampoo. And then this one is the keratin conditioner, which is for color treated too, and it's also a UV protector. And they don't really smell that great, but really the sulfate free shampoos are so much better for your hair. So I really should be using that anyways. So I finally got to wash my hair yesterday. I was like so relieved to like wash my hair and like get all that nasty feeling out. And when I got out of the shower, like about 10 minutes, I started doing my makeup because my husband was in the bathroom getting ready, so I went over to my makeup desk and kind of like started doing my makeup. And about 10 minutes later, my hair was like, half my hair was already dry, and it was drying straight. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is exciting. And now everybody's hair is not going to dry straight. If you naturally have wavy hair, your hair will probably end up straight, but if you have curly hair, it'll probably end up wavy. That's just kind of how it is. So my hair was drying straight. It wasn't frizzy at all, and I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like telling my husband, I'm like, look at my hair, like feel it, it's so soft, like look at it, it's straight, it's not frizzy. Like, it was exciting. So I took the blow dryer and blowed out the rest because we had to hurry up and leave, and I don't like walking out with wet hair. But like, this is how my hair is if I let it dry naturally. This is like, it's kind of not really that thick because I don't really have thick hair to begin with, but if you don't like style it, like if you don't flip your head over and blow dry it to give it some volume, it's about, my hair will fall flat like this. But this is normally how my hair looks after I straighten it, and I didn't even have to use a straightener at all. Like, this is natural. And I mean, it's kind of wavy, like you could see just a little bit of wave left in my hair, but for the most part it's pretty straight and frizz free. Like, that is like the main thing. It's frizz free, and I'm so excited. That's all that I can think of. If you guys have any questions to ask me about Brazilian, I'll try to answer your questions, but that's all that I can talk about. But it's definitely worth it. I really recommend you guys spending the money on it. I know not everybody can afford it, but if you can somehow come up with the money, I recommend it. So anyways, I will talk to you guys later. I hope this video helped. Bye.